All right, are you ready to do this?
I'm as ready as a man drinking some pumpkin beer.
I mean, that's pretty goddamn ready. Anyway, here we go. Welcome, everybody. It's the show that brings you terrible matches and wonderful mullets. It's the Mayor of Superstars. I'm your host, Brent Piles. And if it's the Mayor of Superstars, then I've got the man who is from the country of Canton, the countryside of Canton, Ohio. He is the man who is too important for jury duty. It's the Mayor of Canton. Mayor, how you doing?
The mayor is doing so good tonight. He is living life, styling, and profile. Oh, that might have been canceled. I'm not sure. He's doing okay. The mayor's doing all right, and I appreciate the countryside collaboration introduction there.
We did. We kind of worked on that for a few minutes before we got on the air. I did not do that live. I preempted it. Usually I just go for it live, but that's
just an ad lib, just throwing it out there like Fred Sanford.
like 5 cross show lips.
You big dummy.
You big dummy.
Is anyone old enough that would possibly listen to this? Have any idea who Fred Sanford is?
Steve, maybe. If Steve's listening, he may know who that is. The mayor's on his second pumpkin spice beer, so he might be on one this evening, ladies and gentlemen.
We're gonna go for it, pals.
Absolutely, Bill. I've only had. That's not true. So Nebraska played Oklahoma at 11, and I asked my good friend Mr. Mark Wolf. I said it's not too early for a beer at 10:30, and he said, of course it isn't. And so I cracked myself open a nice Coors Banquet. And I threw that back, and then I drank a couple Trulies, and that was many hours ago, and we lost. But we only lost by a touchdown.
That was a good game. That was a really good game. I had to turn it off at the end because I was like, I don't want to see the end. I was worried, and it didn't happen.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm always rooting for Nebraska because of you, but also just to knock Oklahoma down in the rankings for Ohio State would be nice as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're not going to get into football here because it'll just be me laying my sorrows out. Your boys didn't look too great today either. So
no, they look terrible. I could have been out there at quarterback and probably done a little bit better.
Kid seems timid
right there.
Kid seems timid. Anyhow,
scared of a shadow. Let's go.
He definitely is.
Mullets, baby.
Mullets and bad matches. Let's do it. It's the fourth episode available to you on the Peacock Network or WWF Superstars. Watch along with us. We're gonna get this thing started. 3, 2, 1, pow. Here we go. And did I turn the sound off? No, I did not. But now I just did. So there we go.
There we go. I like the little introduction there. Are we gonna get a good Sean Mooney here?
No, I'm definitely sure that eventually we will see Sean Mooney.
I think, what was his name? What was I can't think of his name. Guy that was with Legion of Doom, the manager.
Oh, Paul
Ellering. He looked like one of my neighbors growing up. I don't know why. I just wanted to tell you that, but watch this introduction a couple times, and every time I see it, I think, oh, that's Big Chris. It's not Big Chris. It's Paul Ellering. But anyway.
Everybody had a neighbor growing up that looked a lot like Paul Ellering. Let's just be honest with ourselves here. You know it's true. Oh, we're in Syracuse.
Oh, we moved from Kalamazoo this time. That was 3 episodes straight of Kalamazoo.
It was. They were right in Kalamazoo. Look at
Girl, you know it's true. Ooh, 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 Kalamazoo.
Oh, I wasn't exactly sure where you were going to go with that, but that's awesome.
I wasn't sure where I was going with that either. I just kind of clicked.
It worked. It really did. Mr. Perfect looks very bright today with that yellow shirt.
Yes, Mr. Perfect.
He's perfect enough to get drunk enough to try to wrestle Brock or Lesnar on a goddamn airplane.
Yeah, of all of the people on planet Earth you could pick to wrestle, a 23-year-old Brock Lesnar probably wouldn't be the smartest choice.
That's not. Oh, the debut of Brother to Brother Crush Brother. Oh my God, greatest day ever. And Kamala
with the giant wooden face.
In the Legion of Doom. I think it's just said, was it Ric Flair versus Sergeant Slaughter is the match?
I think you might have been right. I think that might be the main event.
I think that might be the main. I don't know if that's going to top Skinner versus the Ultimate Warrior, but it's going to try.
Or Husk versus Undertaker.
Oh, yeah, where he tried to fucking stab a motherfucker. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, man, we're getting the pink and black connection here. Bret Hart coming out, looking like $1 million.
Always very handsome. Who's he facing? Is that Skull Von Crush he's facing?
I was going to go Quang. Nope.
Yep, the Von Crush.
Oh my gosh, who does he look like? Is that the guy from WCW?
Big Vito. yeah, Vinny. Yeah, that's him.
Is that him, really?
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's who.
Oh my God, I really thought that was him. I'm like, that looks just like him.
Well, it's him.
Wow. Was he also Johnny Stromboli, or was that someone else? They just picked a racist Italian name to give to.
Yeah, it was some other poor Italian guy who looked at, or at least the man who looked Italian. I'm not actually sure. That might be the same fucking person. I know I seen him on some old Raws before, and I remember his name was Skull Von Crush. He dropped the skull. Now he's
so he
Von
went from
Crush.
Being like a German, possibly like Unterwassen captain to
Johnny Stromboli.
Johnny Stromboli. He just
wrestling's weird.
Oh man, was this? What year was this? This wasn't Brett and Shawn.
92. So I think they had a little bit of a feud for the Intercontinental Championship in 1992, and also I know Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart like made an event at Survivor Series 92. It was a championship match, so they did have a little bit of a feud back then too.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea who this referee is. I've never even seen him before in my life.
Was his name Little Guido?
It is Little Guido, as a matter of fact. Another thing I just want to point out is that Russian leg sweep that Bret Hart did just a second ago. I mean, picture perfect. That's when I think Russian leg sweep in my mind, you think of Bret Hart's Russian leg sweep.
Should have been a Canadian leg sweep, honestly.
Should have been. You're right.
I mean, what Russian really did it better?
Nobody. It should have been called the Calgary
Calgary Stampede. Sweep the leg.
There we go. Sweep
the leg, Johnny.
Hey, the new season's going to be coming out soon, so that's going to be good.
Have they put a date on it? Not to change wrestling subject here, but
I think December, I thought is what it said.
Oh man, I'm so excited for it.
It's time for what's inside the WWF magazine. Did you get a lot of the WWF magazine when you were a child?
I got it from programs, I think. I don't know. I remember ordering stuff. Maybe they were just from the actual magazine itself, but I do remember ordering T-shirts.
Yeah. So like I would get my parents would never let me get one, but then when they would finally let me get one, I would read the same magazine for 6 months.
Yeah. I remember I had lots of the WWF magazines, but I think we mainly just went and I don't even know if we actually ordered anything on there. I think we may have just went to the stadiums and got them at the house shows.
That's probably more like I remember that's where I got all my wrestling stuff from was if you would go to a show. I lived in San Diego growing up, and so they had a lot of house shows out there, and we would go all the time. We don't get so many house shows here in Nebraska, so
no, yeah. Well, Canton, Ohio is like one of the strongholds for WWF. I mean, Richfield, Ohio, where the Cavs used to play.
Right.
You'd end up with. I mean, it was almost like every 2 months they would have a loop that would come through. And I'd go almost every time with my dad and had a lot of good T-shirts, memories, foam fingers, ice cream bars.
Yep. All those stuff was had. Now we got a big feud apparently between the Bulldog and the Repo Man is now he's fucking choking him with his rope here. So that's something. This would not be allowed nowadays.
No, I don't think hangings they're kind of frowned upon probably in the
they
WWF.
Are. I'm also surprised they're cutting out Stone Cold Steve Austin drinking beer, but they can show this on the network still. I'm just surprised that that's not been cut off.
Yeah, blurred out middle fingers are a no-go, but hanging a man on live television. So I think this actually cut like 10 years off Bulldog's life.
Yeah, I mean, he's literally changing colors. His face is purple.
Yeah, his face is turning into like that grape Big League Chew.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it is.
It's just a pile of Big League Chew.
That's exactly what his face looks like. If you're not watching along with us, that is an accurate description. You know what he said? He said, I wasn't even fucking there. I had to say it. I love the braids. I like the braids better than the short haircut he had in the later 90s when he was a bad guy.
Yeah, and he wore those jeans that no man could have possibly got in and out of. Like I think those things were like glued to his body for like 4 years straight.
They had to fucking grease him up to get him in them the first time.
How could you possibly? Oh, Sonny Blaze.
Sonny Blaze. He definitely was a Guido at one point in his wrestling career.
Sonny Blaze looks like Daniel LaRusso's cousin that I want to fist fight. I hate that guy. If I could fight one man on earth, I would put it all on the line against him.
That is 100% his cousin. You are absolutely right. Oh my God, amazing.
And if you're listening, Daniel LaRusso's cousin, I'm coming for you.
The Mayor Ken's gonna kick your ass, buddy. Who's Whippleman calling out here?
Maybe Vicious?
Oh, it's got to be.
Or is it Kamala?
Right? Oh, you're right.
Because he was with Kamala for some time too, before they stuck him with the B-Master, which was Steve Lombardi, wasn't it?
It was, but Kim Chi's still with him here, it looks like. So I believe it was Steve Lombardi, yes. The fans don't like Kamala. They're not fans.
No. Rest in peace, Uncle Phil. I always thought Kamala and Uncle Phil were the same guy when I was like 14 years old.
That's fair. A lot of people thought stupid shit when they were younger. It's okay.
He's just big. I mean, he's just such a big man.
This kid's terrified.
He is. He's very, very scared of Kamala here.
I was terrified by his 90s attire.
I mean, at some point in times, if you're in the crowd, you may not know if there's anything going on underneath those safari. I don't know what you're going to call it. Safari skirt.
It's a loincloth, I believe.
A safari loincloth. I mean, you might be worried that the moons and the stars are coming out of there. Like on his belly.
Yikes, now that you've mentioned it, I'm afraid. I want to remind everybody to stay tuned. We're going to, after we watch this episode of Superstars, we are going to watch the infamous WLC match that the mayor has never even seen before.
Oh,
so that's
man.
Bonus.
This is so exciting.
Over. So, Kamala, you can't pin him on his back. We've been over this. Roll him over.
Oh, yeah. Is this the Kim Chi with the red face mask? That's a different one, right?
Yeah, you're right. I didn't even recognize that. Good eye, Mayor. Kamala gets the win. He finally figured out how to roll him over.
That was a very quick win. Is that Morella in there?
I believe that was Morella. Yes, that is Joey Morella.
A young Joey Morella.
No sleeves, Morella. He's got no sleeves on his shirt.
Wee.
Big splash there by Kamala, the Ugandan giant. Sugar Bear Harris, as he was once known. Powdered sugar all over his lips.
Did you ever see the, I don't know if it would have been Smoky Mountain. What would it have been back then when he had the videos with Jerry Jarrett?
So that was probably Memphis.
Memphis TV?
Yeah, Memphis TV is probably what that was. USWA, or I think was probably the name of it. I don't know. Not 100%. Or it might have been World Class. I'm not sure if it would. But, I think you're right, because I think I heard Jerry Lawler tell the story about them making the video. So it probably was Memphis. Bob Bradley looks very sinister.
He does. He's kind of jacked for just a jobber back then. Like most of the jobbers look like, they just gotten off their work doing like plumbing duty for the day.
Yeah, Daniel LaRusso's cousin. He just got done selling
fist
cars.
Fight Daniel LaRusso's car salesman shyster cousin.
Motherfucker. I don't know what's his name? I don't even remember his name of the show.
Oh, Vinny?
Vinny.
Or am I just making that up because it sounds really Italian?
If it isn't Vinny, it should be.
I think we'll go with Vinny. My cousin Vinny. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Subconsciously. You know what? When you said Vinny, I said, yep. So I'm right there with you, pal.
It's Daniel Russo's cousin, my cousin Vinny.
Bob Bradley's jacked here, and he's giving lip to Earl Hebner. You can't do that.
Yeah, Bob Bradley. He's been working in the weight room there.
Bob Bradley. I don't remember. I remember jobbers, but I don't remember Bob Bradley at all.
He has no knee pads, which is really odd for a wrestler back then.
It is. It is very.
I think he may just have gotten the call when he was out driving the big rig out at the truck stop, and he's like, God dang it, I got to get and go wrestle. So he just grabbed whatever he could.
Gerald Briscoe called him and said, hey, Mr. McMahon wants to see if you come down here and wrestle tonight. Are you going to be in Syracuse? And just so happened that Bob Bradley was on his way to Syracuse. And bam, now he's here. Doesn't have his knee pads. He's actually just wrestling in his underwear. So,
Well, you know what, Jerry? I'm just got done parking my rig at the TNA truck stop, man. And I tell you what, we had some good old taters. We had some hash browns on the side of the taters. We had extra taters, and we had some orange juice, man. Little Jerry, I tell you what, I'll show up for you and Mr. McMahon.
Now, hold on now. Mr. McMahon wants to know, this TNA bar got, TNA?
No, TNA. That just stands for Truck Stop Northern America, I think. I don't know. Maybe it does stand for that TNA. I don't know, Jerry.
Damn it, pal. Hang up the goddamn phone.
El Matador won with his jumping fist that fast.
By the way, as after we had that weird conversation with ourselves, that was fun.
What was his flying fist called?
It's just called the flying forearm, wasn't it?
No, they gave it some like Hispanic, like very
I don't remember.
Strange name. Sean Mooney here. We're here at the event center, going to speak about all things WWE superstars, along with my hair and my fantastic eyebrows. Don't they look great?
He does
I said, don't they look great, friends?
somehow he became the Count from Sesame Street.
Sean Mooney can count on two things: great hair and great eyebrows. And here you go, Jimmy Hart.
It's the Mountie.
He's tall. He's strong.
He's handsome. He's strong. He's the Mountie, and he enforced the law.
Such good music. The thing is, like, the song is so catchy, but you don't know any of the words other than the Mountie. Does anyone know any of the words? If anyone could comment, oh, not live, so I guess no one could comment any of the words.
No. Tweet us out later. I'm sure, pal, that as we're speaking, the goddamn Mountie song is probably playing behind us. So it is narrating the show here, so you can hear the words. So I know it does say, I'm handsome, I'm brave, I'm strong.
Anyone that's not cheating that can tell us what the Mountie's theme song says. Don't look it up, you jerks.
Yeah, well, I want to know all the words.
Mooney. Sean Mooney, speaking of Mooney, how's Mooney and the Chicago Bears doing this week? No.
They play the fucking Bengals. I guess we'll see. Oh, we got the Birdman, Coco Beware. The High Voltage, I believe, was high energy. I'm sorry.
They almost have matching gear this week.
Close.
They haven't got Coco his High Voltage uniform yet, but.
Well, you got to get that specially made, Mayor. They don't just have that laying around anywhere. You know what I mean?
What does it say? RDM? What does that even stand for?
On his head. Yeah. I have no. It says Birdman. You just can't see the B and the R because it's like a different color. It says Birdman.
Okay. I saw RDM.
Whenever I think of Bird, boo! What happened to that boy? Coco's getting serious now. He's about to take his jacket off. He said, "Frankie's crazy. I'm taking my jacket off. You bitches don't want none."
Yeah. Oh, Frankie. Don't make Frankie wing a hoe.
No, he'll have to wing a hoe. God damn it, pal. Here we go. What's next?
What's our next match on the agenda?
So our next... Oh, no. We've got the Mayor's next
Big Chris, the neighbor.
And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. It's not Mother's Day today, but it is on the show. So happy Mother's Day anyway. Oh, this has got to be the Legion of Doom, right? Yes, it is.
So do you think the Legion of Doom win this match?
I have a hunch that maybe. So Mike from Poughkeepsie called me and gave me the results, and yes, they did.
Mm-hmm. Little Legion of Doom and
yeah, look at that. Shoulder pad's probably broken. The shoulder pad's got ripped apart by his dog a week later, I bet.
I'm trying to see who else is in there. I see referee Timothy White, I believe.
That is old Timmy White.
I don't know who else is in there. Maybe we're actually going to have a good match called Money Inc.
No way. It couldn't be. I'd be shocked. Oh, no.
Okay, never mind.
Two poor bastards.
We've got two neon pantsed, mulleted men.
One of them looks like fake Shane Douglas.
It may be Shane Douglas.
It could be.
Right now, he's Payne Douglas.
And the guy on the outside's got like blonde hair on the top and then a mullet on the bottom. So that's just what we're looking for in that man. So,
do you think that they both equally get payoffs? Like, if I'm taking that Doomsday device, I'm wanting like a little bit extra of the cut of the team.
Definitely not. This guy looks like not beautiful Bobby Eaton. This guy looks like
he looks like a combination of Crush and Bobby Eaton's like sad child that got left somewhere.
And of course, don't leave out that Billy Ray Cyrus was also involved in that. So
yes, somehow Billy Ray Cyrus is there.
He watched. I don't know. Somehow, some sort of scenario, he was also involved.
They are very neon pants. They kind of look like the Riddler's pants. Riddle me this. Riddle me that. Who's afraid of this mullet man that's fat?
Nice. It's the Beverly Brothers. We love the Beverly Brothers on this show. We're big Beverly Brothers guys, aren't we?
Yes, big fans of the Beverly Brothers.
But not
Shaker Heights, Ohio.
But not beautiful Bobby Eaton.
Real Bobby Eaton, yes. Not beautiful Bobby Eaton.
Might Be a Redneck jokes originated with that man. He was the first ever Might Be a Redneck joke.
You might be a redneck if your name's Blubberful Bobby Eaton.
If you go to the wrestling ring in neon pants and a sharp-skinned mullet, then you might be a redneck.
If you've got more yellow than brown in your mullet, you might be a redneck.
That guy was happy. That guy
he was very happy.
So is this young man.
More WWF magazine shilling. Let's sell some magazines. God damn it. We need to sell some magazines.
God damn it. I want magazines all over the place.
And just to make sure they know it's a magazine, you know what we're going to put on the cover? Magazine.
we're
it really said magazine on the front.
Yeah. We're going to write magazine on there. Wrestling fans are stupid.
Tell them they're stupid, Sean. God damn it. Tell them. Tell them now.
I just Vince McMahon screaming. Sean Mooney.
Just picture him stomping around angry.
Oh, you asking you shall receive.
Oh, man, Money Inc.
It's Money Incorporated.
A couple of my friends and I were talking about how great the VK Wall Street and the York Foundation were in WCW and how far ahead of time, like VK Wall Street and what was Marlena's character at the time she was with him? Anyway.
Alexa York, I believe.
That's it. Alexa York, yes. How far ahead of their time, like VK Wall Street and Alexa York were. And then it's really starting to, like, the pieces of the puzzle are starting to come together. Like, maybe that's where Bray got it. Like, he was really, I don't know if he was in charge of his vignettes back then, but that was so far ahead of its time, like printing out like weakness reports of his opponents and using so-called internet, which wasn't even a thing, but they were talking about like pulling up stats and all that. And it was pretty cool.
But what's this goddamn witchcraft they got called the internet where he's printing up goddamn fact reports? What does that mean?
Them fact reports. We don't need them stats.
We don't need no stats around here. I don't even trust them dang computers. They're gonna take over the world one day.
If the Fiend ever comes back and he resorts back to VK Wall Street as his dad, it would be like you seeing Kofi Kingston win the title. Like, I would be like going crazy. It would be that level.
That's a great gimmick. I like it. The Undertaker's here. He said, "I'm already dead and you tried to stab me."
Oh, yes, your tie is awfully ironed, the
Undertaker. Very smooth.
I'm still talking, Paul.
I'm sorry. Amazing. The event center is my favorite part of the show because it's usually when you go, Sean Mooney here.
Sean Mooney here, going to tell you about the facts of the week. First off, we have Superstars Television, and we just showed Paul Bearer and The Undertaker telling very nefarious deals of martial arts being number 2.
I was just gonna say, who the fuck? Oh, it's Kato. I was like, who the fuck is it? That's the goddamn Kimchi. He changed his mask and he came out here. I know who it is.
Is that the guy who OJ beheaded, Kato?
I think he was staying in the guest house.
Okay. Yeah, no. Oh, speaking of Kato Kalin hair, look at Kato Kalin on steroids.
The Kato Kalin and took steroids and then had a baby with fucking Billy Cyrus. Yes, that's the guy. I don't know if you know this, but Crush's sister is actually Miley Cyrus. So,
very little known fact. Hopefully, not too many people start spreading that because
that's allegedly. Allegedly,
they're allegedly.
Dangerous Danny Davis in the ring here is the referee here, the biggest star in this match, in my opinion. Bigger star than Crush's hair. Sorry, but it's just a fact.
What about Kato?
Nope. Come on, that's ridiculous.
Okay.
Compared to Hall of Famer Danny Davis, greatest referee of all time. Come on. Come on.
Did you like him as a ref or more in the ref striped pants where he'd whoopee cushion off the top rope?
I did like the whoopee cushion off the top rope. I liked when he was a crooked referee because he was like really the first really one to really work the crooked referee gimmick before he went to wrestling.
Nick Patrick stole that from him.
He did. Nick Patrick did steal it from him. Yep, you're right. He was the original Nick Patrick, who is also a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Big chops here by Kato now. Really, really taking it to Brother Crush here. But Brother Crush going to Brother Crush this motherfucker at the canvas right here. Pow.
Oh, man. Look at it. He had time to pose. Is this his introductory match, his origin match?
Yes, this is his debut match, apparently. Oh, God. Look at the strength here by Brother Crush.
Good Lord. Brother Crush has got Brother Kato, Brother tossing him.
He's Brother tossing him all over the Brother place. God, that hair is just amazing. I can't get over it.
No, I mean, it's a spectacle. It was the ninth wonder of the world before the ninth wonder of the world.
It was. He doesn't get the credit it deserves for being the ninth wonder of the world, but you're absolutely right.
I mean, Hawaii's known for waterfalls, but crushes Hawaiian waterfalls on a whole nother level.
And you know what they say, Mayor. You know what they say. Don't go chasing waterfalls. 1, 2, 3. Kato chased some waterfalls, and he got his motherfucking ass whipped by Brother Crush Brother. Winner, Crush Brother. Don't tell my
look
brother.
Look at that little mullet kid with the Nets hat.
I like that net hat. Nets hat. Couldn't get the words out. Easy for me to say. Ooh, big backbreaker.
Man,
Brother Crush. What's he doing now?
He's dusting off his back. He's going to help him up.
What a Brother Crush Brother. That's a brother right there. Come on, what a guy.
I mean, that's the first brother. Yeah, he deserves standing around.
He's God's favorite champion in my estimation. Oh God, somebody call the fire department.
Somebody call 911. Warriors burning up on the dance floor. Whoa.
Nice. I'm assuming this has got to have something to do with Papa Shango. I like to say Shango.
It's funner. It's more fun to say Shango.
It is. Oh God, Mayor, if you're gonna dress up for Halloween, I would say Papa Shango. You driving around. You got a Jaguar, right? That's what your car is.
Yeah.
You driving around in your Jaguar with the top off on Halloween, dressed as Papa Shango. Sounds fucking amazing to me.
I mean, I might go for that. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. I can't guarantee anything, but I've had worse ideas.
I hope so, because that's a great idea.
Yeah. I think that's looking to get me arrested on October 31st.
Just maybe stay in your countryside neighborhood.
Yes.
Scaring all the children. There are children in your neighborhood. Oh, he is a model.
Who did he spray Tatanka, and Tatanka's eyes burned for like 19 minutes straight?
Yes. There was more selling of that than there was in the Young Bucks cage match at All Out.
100%. You could get kicked in the face with like spikes on your feet and nothing, but this guy sprays some water that smells like body odor in your eyes and you're down for the count.
You'll never see again. Tatanka never saw again after that. He was blind forever. The only way you communicate was through the power of the warrior. Yes. Oh, we're going to get a replay of
it. His new Native American name is Walks Without Sight Man.
Probably so. Probably so. Oh, look at the feathers. He's got the feathers still. I forgot that he stole his feathers. First, he sprayed that shit all over his feathers, and then he took them. Insult to injury.
Yeah, I mean, spraying in the eyes, then stealing feathers. You just don't do that kind of stuff.
You don't do that to
not in 92, not in 2021. You don't steal a man's feathers.
Yeah, I mean, some things are sacred, and I would like to think that a man's fucking feathers would be sacred. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ, ridiculous.
Real heel stuff there, Rick.
Rick, you jerk. I thought everybody from Canada was nice, but not this guy.
No, if they wear a blue beret and pink underwear in public.
Yeah. Do you remember that episode of Saved by the Bell where Screech had a lucky beret and he needed it to beat that Russian guy in chess?
I know exactly what you're talking about, yes. And it had Tori Spelling in it as Violet.
She was. Yes, she was in that one, wasn't she?
Yeah. I might have been the only episode she was in. I don't know.
No, she's in a couple of them. Remember the Glee Club episode that she was in, and then like Screech had to meet her parents, and then the one where they break the Elvis statue. And why do I know so much about Saved by the Bell? Like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Well, when your dad, Aaron Spelling, is the executive producer of the show, he's gonna just like, here, you go on here.
You're getting in there, yeah. You're getting in there, pal.
We're digging deep in the trenches here of Saved by the Bell lore. Where else are you gonna hear this?
We got Sergeant Slaughter versus some weird guy in a robe that says "woo."
Happy Mother's Day.
Go tell your mother Happy Mother's Day and shut your hole, puke.
And if your mom was in the flight from the over the Atlantic Ocean, Happy Mother's Day, because
yeah, yikes.
You don't know, yikes.
Yeah. Here we go. Here it is. Speaking of the devil.
Helicopter.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, unfortunately, I think I probably already knew that Ric Flair had whipped his dick out and swung it around for everybody. I'm not justifying anything that was said in that. I'm just saying I'm not surprised to hear that because, I've heard it a million times. And I'm not like trying to say like he should be doing it or shouldn't. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I've heard of it, so I'm not surprised to hear it again.
By this point in time, you've already heard that story, 50 times.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, the man's first line of his catchphrase is kiss stealing. If you're stealing kisses, we're already walking the line a little thin there, but it's Ric Flair.
Right. And here we go. It's a real American. It's not Hulk Hogan, but it's still a real American. It's Sergeant Slaughter.
Who would you say are your top 3 real Americans?
Top 3 real Americans, man. That's a tough one. I Hulk Hogan has to be on there just because the song "Real American," right? I mean,
like if you think of Americana, it can be anyone.
Yeah, fuck, that's a tough one, man. It's hard to narrow it down to 3. I'm trying to think of like some Olympic hero, but I can't think of any. Besides Usain Bolt, and he's Jamaican, so he can't be a real American.
I don't think that counts.
It's Hulk Hogan. Come on, we're wrestling fans, pal. It's Hulk Hogan, Sergeant Slaughter, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan, pal. Come on, USA.
There you go. If Christy wasn't sleeping upstairs, I'd scream "ho" very loudly right now. But if I did, it might be very confusing if it woke her up.
Yeah, she'd come downstairs and be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" She'd think you're watching old Godfather matches.
Why are you screaming "ho" really loud?
At 10 o'clock at night. What's wrong with you?
What the hell are you doing?
She's like, you're over 40 years old. What's wrong with you?
It'd be like Parents Just Don't Understand, the Will Smith version, but
great song, by the way. I like the Fresh Prince. He raps happy.
No, he does.
He does.
Also, that Men in Black soundtrack was very, very underrated.
So I was at work, and like the place that I work at is inside a gas station, and I was in the bathroom, and they play music obviously at the gas station. They were playing "Here Come the Men in Black." I was like, "Oh shit, this is a jam right here."
Yeah, you had that. It had Nas. God, what was that song that was on that album? I can't think of it. Anyway, look it up. It's a great album. Too Short, Jazzy Hose. Great song.
All I like is them. That is a great song. Yeah, it definitely is.
I mean, that was an underrated soundtrack. I think Mace was on one of the songs too. Speaking
of Too Short, that's how I learned about the Birds and the Bees was from the Too Short album. So,
man, Teresa, all on your something like cheese on pizza, huh?
Yep, words of my childhood, pal. When did the Mountie get out here?
I don't know.
He's handsome. He's brave. He's strong. Look at that guy in the suspenders.
If this was WWF or AEW currently, they would have had to have played the Mountie's theme song for him to come out to get into this match.
Yes.
And everyone would have looked and been like, why? Why are you doing that? are you working with the backstage crew? But no, just come down. You don't need it.
Those music guys in wrestling are really in the know. They know what's going to happen. They know who's coming out, when they're going to be there. It's amazing. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, like, who knew CM Punk was showing up that night? Like, he just showed up. But nope, they have In Living Color just queued up, ready to go.
They have it ready. When Daniel Bryan was coming back, they had that weird hip-hop remix all queued up. It was weird.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
Fantastic. Very, very much. Like, those people should be playing lottery and
I don't know what they're wasting their fucking time playing wrestling music for when they could be winning the lottery, you fucking morons.
Yeah, dummies.
Yes. One of my biggest pet peeves in wrestling nowadays is I thought he was letting a hamster out or fucking something, but no, he's getting his fucking...
He's changing the toner cartridge in the computer printer down there.
God damn it, Mountie, get out there and print it out for me. It was one of those printer paper that had the holes that had the paper in the side that you could tear off.
Yeah. The dot matrix printer that rolled.
Yeah, that's the one. That is the one. Yeah, biggest pet peeve in wrestling is that it always has to play their fucking music. Like, I want to be surprised. Like, imagine how much cooler it would have been if CM Punk came back and you didn't fucking already know about it. Imagine how cool that would have fucking been. It would have been 100 times cooler if you didn't already fucking know about it.
Or anyone. Like, I mean, that's kind of like what I was excited about at the end of that pay-per-view. Like, I didn't know Adam Cole was showing up. I kind of thought Daniel Bryan was.
Yeah.
And then, like, you're like, oh, I didn't even recognize the theme music at first. I mean, for Adam Cole anyway.
Right. Well, once Cole came out, and then when I don't remember if the lights went out for Daniel Bryan or not. I think they only went out for Cole. But I expected Daniel Bryan to come out, but I was shocked to see. I was surprised to see Adam Cole. And literally, I'd had a fever all day that day. So that's why I tweeted. I was like, "Did I just am I having a fever dream, or did that just happen?"
That really did not happen. This is all a dream. This is all a dream. Thinking. We used to read Word Up magazine.
Great song. But yeah. So anyway, that's our AEW talk for the week.
Sorry, we're missing out on superstars between two WrestleMania main eventers.
See, this is what happens. Like, I did some Giggle Mania 3 with Watkins, and when the match is good, there's nothing for us to make fun of. So we just talk about something else because the match is too good for us to joke about. So because it's been really good. Flair's been bumping all over the ring. You've got some outside interference a little bit from Mr. Perfect. What's the Mountie doing? So yeah, it's a really good match.
This is 100% a Ric Flair match. You knew something dirty was going to come right there. You know, he'll probably get a couple eye rakes, pokes the eyes, work the leg over a little bit.
Here we go right now. It looks like he's going to hit it with a slingshot. No way. Yeah, it was like, there's no way he slingshots fucking... Sorry, you can't even get his chin that far. Yeah.
His chin weighed him down. It's a strong chin.
It's a very strong chin. It held him back.
It's like the Dikembe Mutombo of chins. It just blocks everything.
That's right. It's just right there waving its finger in your face. That's it.
Oh, I forgot about our giveaway last week for the John Cena.
Oh, yeah.
Action figure. In case anyone was watching, no one's watching right now because it's not live. But if anyone, I never said who was going to win that.
You never did. No, maybe next week. Who knows? Stay tuned. You're gonna have to keep listening if you want to find out if you won or not. So don't go anywhere.
If you won this Elite Series 99 John Cena action figure variant 3.7.
While we're talking about action figures, well, I want to give a shout out to Trey real quick. Trey just opened up a new toy shop up in Indiana. I don't have the address on hand, but shout out to Trey. Congratulations on the store. We hope you do well selling action figures. It looks like a dream. He sent me some pictures of all the stuff he has in there. He's got like a whole bunch of old game consoles. It looks awesome. So I'm very jealous. Yeah. Shout out to Trey. And shout out to Ric Flair because he just beat Sergeant Slaughter. So there we go.
Very, very good bleached blonde mullet.
And now Jimmy Hart's out here, and did he shock him with it and we missed it, or?
I don't think the camera crew caught it. Maybe he did.
I mean, we might have missed it, but I don't think he actually shocked him. So I don't understand what the whole. Now what's he doing? Who's he calling out here? Oh, it's Jimmy Hart. Now he's back.
Jimmy Hart without the cattle prod.
He took it back to Gorilla.
They're really checking on Sergeant Slaughter like he died in the middle of the ring.
They really are. He's selling this more than Tatanka sold the.
When Sergeant Slaughter might actually be the only person that's still alive out of that crew. No, Jimmy Hart's is. And Mountie might be too, isn't he?
Yeah, Jacques Rougeau's still alive too. Yeah. And Ric Flair. Ric Flair, I mean, far too pickled to die. Shout out to our friends Glenn and Jeremy from Piece of Business podcast.
He will outlive all of us.
Yep. That's what they always say on the show too. It's like it's inevitable.
It's got to get to 20,000.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Now the Mountie is now singing a song. And Mayor, do you know what song he's singing?
I'm the Mountie. I'm cool. I'm Canadian, and I like maple syrup. I'm the Mountie.
Shout out to our friends in Canada. That's amazing. I can see Little Slaughter as they're wheeling him out here.
I am completely okay with all of Canada just from giving us Chelsea Green.
I mean, that's fair. That is very fair. I mean, and Bret Hart, and they gave us a lot. Canada did.
Yeah. Great country.
Canada's like saying Papa Shango. It's just more fun. Oh, we're fixing to get nasty.
He's out with a different jacket. Is this the same recording? Did he just walk into the back and change?
I'm sure they recorded 6 episodes of Superstars because the next 3 weeks we're going to watch Superstars live from Syracuse, New York. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Oh, wow. We've got Brian Bulger. I don't know how to say that last name, and I've already forgotten what the other guy's name is.
Bill Pierce.
Bill Pierce. Oh, my God.
I only remember that because his initials are the same as yours.
Yep. He is also BP. You are correct.
There are 4 mullets in this match, and I'm highly trying to pull some VK Wall Street statistics to see who's actually got the best mullet in this match.
Hold on. We got to get a calculator out here or something. There's a lot going on.
We're going to need Alexander York to start doing some calculations of curls to buzz cut ratio. I mean, all sorts of variables in this. You're not going to get any kind of this information anywhere else.
Absolutely not.
As nasty as we want to be with that buzz cut mullet skullet combo.
That is a skullet right there. I can't in good conscience give either one of the Nasty Boys the best mullet award. I just can't do it. Purple Pants might be the winner.
Well, I think the Nasty Boys were born with mullets. Like they just came right out of the womb with mullets, and they've had them ever since.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. They have. Yep.
The guy in purple kind of looks like he runs like the county fair ride that has like it looks like a like what do they call those things? Paragliders.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Maybe the fire. He got a promotion to run the fireball ring.
Yes. Yeah. He's missing a few of his teeth. He says, it's all right. It's supposed to spark like that every now and then. It's just fine. We got to put a little WD-40 on this. It's going to be fine.
It's a little extra scary. We're going to have to take another ticket from you.
The price went up because it's smoking. What do you mean? Danger level.
Highway to the danger zone right here.
They probably play that song while they run the ride. That sounds like a good idea to me. Uh-oh. Yeah. What's he going to do here? Look at the power of Sags. I mean, Knobs here. And now Sags is going to come off the top rope. What the fuck is happening? Holy cow.
That was like the worst elbow drop of all time. He just like fell onto him.
Well, it was Jerry Sags off the top rope. How would you expect?
Yeah.
I somehow doubt that man that had the Syracuse lacrosse shirt on has ever played lacrosse. He did not look athletic.
No,
not at all.
I mean, neither does Sags or Knobs, but
but you're right. Oh, the WF magazine. Make sure you pick it up.
Gosh, I wish I had that magazine right now. I'd read it until I fell asleep tonight.
I know you would, pal.
I'd try to order like one of those old WWF snapbacks, the blue and yellow painter caps.
Oh, God, that would be amazing if you could find one of those.
That Andre the Giant like white shirt with the red ring around it that had the giant handprint on it.
Oh, yes.
I wish I had all those.
Saliva Mania, pal. It's the fucking Bushwhackers.
Time to go lick some children's heads. No, don't do that. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, no, yeah. 1990 was a weird place where strangers could lick your children's head at wrestling events and it would be okay.
He's walking in place like he's on a treadmill.
It actually looks like he's kind of like dancing a little bit.
We need to just keep on dancing. I just want a video playing over this.
Like if you could somehow just take them and like cut this bushwhacker background out and put something else behind them, like a nightclub.
You need like a good like EDM, like 120 beat per minute song.
You know what, pal? I'm not 100% sure, but I might be able to make that happen. I might be able to make that happen.
But you know who'll also be happy about that? Sean Mooney here.
Absolutely. Husk. Stabbing motherfuckers. It's the Berserker, aka Drew McIntyre's father.
Yeah. We don't want to give too much information on that, but we're pretty sure the Berserker is Drew McIntyre's father.
Right, allegedly. Just like crushing Miley Cyrus or brother and sister, which is also alleged.
Very much so, but
do you think the Berserker uses his sword to trim his beard, or do you think Fuji does it for him?
I think he eats his food with that sword. I think he just like stabs a fish and starts chewing it off the table.
Yeah, he just he doesn't even cook it either. He just eats it.
Is he saying husk or is he blowing manly kisses at you?
Pal, he's got eyes for you, and you know it. He's blowing for you. Not me. It's you.
It's the most manly kiss blow of all time.
It was very aggressive. He was blowing it at you hard. Like it was like a blown kiss at you that you were accepting whether you wanted to or not, is what that was.
Speaking of that hat, that's kind of close to a one-on-one.
We're getting a replay now of he did shock him. Right here. He very subtle. He was he was extremely subtle about it though. No way he could have been seen. Knobs
Ultimate
or
Warrior
Sags.
versus Knobs or Sags.
Very vague.
Whichever one showed up sober enough for the match.
He'll get to wrestle. Oh, Hogan, I mean, Warrior's never going to know what hit him. He won't know if it's Knobs or Sags, so he's screwed at this point.
Imagine if they showed up with, like, different ball caps with different hair. Would he be able to tell the difference?
No, he probably wouldn't be able
Minus
to. Hopefully, Tatanka can help him.
Is it Jerry Sags, the brunette?
Yes, Jerry Sags is the brunette. Knobs would be the blonde.
Uh-oh, he's going to talk to his hands.
Only the power of the warrior could ever stop the power of the nasty. And as I look into the skies above and see the stars, they can never stop the power of the nasty warriors.
You want nasty. I'm like the crew that's too live. I am as nasty as I want to be. And Public Enemy, I know you're from Chicago, but I'm from parts unknown.
Looks like that's what he was saying. It looked like that's exactly what he was saying. Amazing.
I actually watched this earlier, and that's exactly what he said. In case you aren't watching it, that's what he said.
That's exactly what he said. Well, that's going to do it for the third episode of WWF Superstars. But the party's not going to stop here. We're going to head on over to YouTube, and we're going to watch the WLC match. Are you prepared and ready for this?
I am. Are you asking? I am. I've been waiting for weeks.
And it's back.
Hello.
All right. Now we're not watching Superstars anymore. I will put the link to this. It's on YouTube. It's the WLC match from Extreme Rules 2004 between El Torito and Hornswoggle. The male's never seen this. I've seen it once. I was highly entertained by it. So we're gonna have some fun here. I'm gonna count down from 3. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And here.
Who are they supposed to be? We're supposed to be you.
Extreme Rules. Isn't that the next pay-per-view coming up?
That is the next pay-per-view coming up, which I guess that really works out, doesn't it?
What a segue.
We've got Mini King. We've got Mini King. We've got Mini Cole. And we've got Mini JBL. So that's hilarious.
Very much mini.
Very mini.
Who's your favorite of the minis there?
I like the King. The King's got to be the favorite.
I like the mini JBL. I don't know why.
Oh my God, they're really going all out here. It's the ring announcer and the referee. Amazing. I love it. This is going to be amazing, I fole like. I've seen it before, but I remember nothing.
So much we in this LC match. Ole, 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 ole. Toyota's hot, hot, hot. Wait, this isn't.
No.
Are they coming out with Torito? El Torito?
Yeah, they come out, and then I think 3MB is also with Hornswoggle when he comes out, too. Wow. I always remember JBL Bell being like, there's no such thing as a Puerto Rican bullfighter. There's no Puerto Rican bullfighters. Because these guys are, Carlos Colon's son, which I just thought was hilarious.
Oh, man.
There he is. El Torito. On his way to the ring here.
God. Are those the actual Colons that have been wrestling recently?
Yeah, those are the
same guys.
That's Primo and Epico. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I think you said you weren't watching during this time, so yeah, they were a tag team at this time, and then 3MB was like 3MB, right?
McIntyre, yeah. Drew McIntyre, Jinder, and Heath Slater, right?
Yep. See, here they come. It's incredible to look at Drew McIntyre in this and like where he's at now. It's just crazy to me.
The weirdest thing of it all was I always thought Heath had the most charisma, like out of the entire group.
I would argue that he does. I mean, not even going forward. I think he has more charisma than Jinder.
I mean, the wrestling end of it, maybe not, but the actual like charisma and crowd,
yes,
Yeah,
that's what I meant too. Yeah. Oh my God, I love the Little King so much. I don't know why, but I do. I don't know why, but I do.
Did you know in Cincinnati, Ohio, there's a beer called Little Kings that
we have a restaurant called Little King here.
Yeah, they're like little tiny beers. They're tiny, and they're like 3.8%, but they're super cheap. Then you get like a 6-pack for $2 or something.
Here we go. Now we're underway. It's Hornswoggle. It's El Torito. It's a WLC match. You got to win by pinfall or submission, though. There's no little briefcase to.
Did Hornswoggle ever dress up as AJ Styles?
I believe he has on Impact Wrestling. They did like a joke with the Good Brothers, where he dressed up like AJ Styles, or like it wasn't AJ Styles, but he was fucking AJ Styles. Yeah. Oh God,
he looks an awful lot like AJ.
He does. He looks like he tried to dive out of the ring, but he didn't make it, and he just hit the middle rope. We got some tables. The Bull's looking for some tables.
Can they get ladders and chairs?
I mean, don't bullfighters and the Bull hate each other? So wouldn't these guys not be freaking friends? I don't understand. I'm confused.
They've got a partnership against a combined evil of men that are in a band.
Oh, fucking goddamn YouTube and there.
Well, we can talk about this. This looks like the new Mortal Kombat film coming out, which I have not seen yet.
Don't watch.
There we go.
There we go. Now we're back. He had a big chair, but the big chair was too big, so now he's got a little one. Now this feud, Mayor, you may not know, but they were definitely just fighting over some little shit. It's just all this.
Some little shit.
His feud was all over some little shit. Is all it was.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
So Hornswoggle wanted to tell El Torito a short story, and he said, I have very little time, and that's what happened here. Oh, fuck! That referee just got kicked in the face by Jinder Mahal.
God dang, he took a little bump.
He did. He's going to have a little knot on his head, if you know what I mean. I could go all night. With this. Jinder Mahal's not getting his ass kicked by a couple of little people. He kicked the shit out of that referee, though. My God.
This is your future pandemic champion here, getting hit in the jingle bells with the horn.
Yep. And now he's got the little ladder out. It's a step stool.
The little step stool.
Oh, he said, "Fuck this shit. Give me a real ladder.
Give me the 4-foot ladder."
There we go. Now he's got the big boy out. This one's twice the size of Steve Signor. Just say it, twice the size.
Oh man, what's that? 4-foot ladder?
It looks like a 4-foot ladder. Yeah. Uh-oh. They're ascending to the heavens, Mayor.
The heavens? That's like it's not even above the top rope yet with a 4-foot ladder.
What's he gonna do now? Is he gonna hit him with a tadpole splash? Is that what he's gonna do? Uh-oh. Heath Slater's cheering him on. Oh, he's a little frightened.
Is a little bit.
He's a little scared. No. Oh, what? He's letting him do it. Oh, what an idiot! Why would you fall for that?
He pulled a little rug out from under him.
he really did. Oh God! It's a little.
It's a very small package. It's an extra small package. It's a small package.
Man. I wouldn't call it a power bomb. Oh God, things have broken down now. There's a brawl everywhere.
Man.
A couple of these guys are going to be future WWE champions. So think about that for a second.
El Torito?
He won the cruiserweight title, I believe. No, I don't know. Oh, they threw him through the little table. Oh,
it's like at the wedding when like the little kids table.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is like.
Uh-oh, get up there.
Uh-oh, he's got the little chair again.
What do you think the name of the little king is? Do you think
Queasy.
He has a name?
Queasy.
Queasy?
Queasy. One of those. Uh-oh, what's he going to do here? Is he going to do like some Sabu shit? Oh, my God! He hops off the chair and uses his little rump to do a little bit of damage to that little bull's chest.
He got 8 inches into the air.
He did. Very high for a man of his stature, though. Oh, my God. Look at this. Oh! Ooh. That's got to be it. Where's the referee at? Out of position. Oh, come on, Hornswoggle. Why don't you pin him, you dummy?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I love the little announcers. That's just my favorite thing.
Do you think, what's his name, Torito is a full-grown man or like a 9-year-old?
I think he's probably a full-grown man, I would hope. But he could be a 9-year-old.
Is that Riho?
I don't think so. Uh-oh. They're destroying the little announce table. This is, Mayor, I gotta say, this has been it's all fun and games, but this is getting a little out of control, don't you think?
Yeah, it's getting a little out of hand.
It really is. Oh, Jesus, guys. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. That bull's got a family. No. Good God. Good God. No, don't do it. He's got a family. Calves. Good God. Good God. He's got little bulls at home. Oh, no. Oh, good God Almighty, he's dead.
He's broken in half. As God is my witness, he's dead. That's a bull.
Or as Chris Jericho would say,
"Oh, they're ready to rock!"
There has been little downtime during this contest, if you know what I mean.
Chris Jericho says this is as cold as the winter snow.
It is.
Or December snow. I don't remember what the lyrics are. Apparently, I need the little, I keep calling everything little now. I'm going to be calling everything little for like the next 2 days.
For the next 3 days, yeah. I don't know if you're talking about the Judas song, I hate that song. So.
I know you do.
I fucking hate that song. If you like it, cool, but I fucking hate that song. Oh, they're forced to stand now. Oh, this is just getting ridiculous with the big guys.
It's not even a table. It's like, what is the little easy bake tables?
Yeah. So, like, honestly, I don't know if you've ever watched New Japan Pro Wrestling, but these look like kind of like the New Japan tables that they use. A little bit.
All I need is a little bit.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Uh-oh.
Oh! You totally didn't jump through those.
He's Slater with the Tank Abbott cut holes in his shirt.
Very sexy.
Very much so.
This isn't fair, man. The little bull here is just getting beat up by these big guys. It's not fair.
Yeah. Do you think if Hornswoggle was part of 3MB, would he be WeMB?
Nobody should have been. What's happening now?
They're touching his horns. This seems
they
like
really are. Is that
should
going to
not
somehow?
be doing that.
No. Oh, he's kicked Drew McIntyre away. Now the bullfighters are back. What's going to happen here?
Uh-oh.
Oh my
man.
God. Oh,
Ooh.
holy shit.
I wasn't expecting that.
Me neither. Is that bull dead?
He is.
Look at this shit. That was crazy. Fuck.
Carlos Colon took his back of his head, or whichever cologne. He's got some high karate cologne to cover up the smell of his corpse after that one.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. That was crazy. I did not see that coming.
Uh-oh. We getting Drew McIntyre going to jump through the air? Look at me. He doesn't have facial hair.
No, he looks
14.
Oh!
Why would
that
you
dive,
jump out? You were gone.
That dive is recognizable, though. Well, you couldn't see him because he's so small, so you couldn't see him anymore. He was there.
Very true. It was a small misstep.
Yeah, he had very little time to realize that he wasn't there. You know,
just a tiny mistake.
It was a very tiny mistake. Very little mistake there. This match has been full of little tiny mistakes, and as you know, you can make a lot of big mistakes, but you can't make a whole bunch of tiny ones.
No,
in a match
they
like
add up
this.
over a while. Ooh,
They do.
Two.
Oh!
El
Torito is the winner of the WLC match. Man, you know what? I really got to say that match left little to the imagination.
That was, it was high energy, lots of movement, whatever that guy is. It was a fun match to watch.
It was, right?
And the crowd really seems into it.
Yeah, look at it. Everybody's going crazy.
They probably thought this was like a piss break match to what I don't know what's next, but it's probably like either close to the main event or.
Well, this is the kickoff show because they got the countdown for the kickoff show,
okay.
So I was on the kickoff show. Well, that's that. That's the end.
That was good. I enjoyed the WLC match.
We talked about it last time. I believe Glenn said something along the lines of it was a lot better than it had any business being, and yeah, it's very entertaining. So definitely get on YouTube and watch that along with us. It was a lot of fun. I know we made a lot of little jokes, but we're immature. So if you're not here to hang out and be immature, then I don't know what you're doing here. So,
is WLC still politically correct to call it a WLC match these days?
I think so. We didn't say the M word, so you just
vertically challenged.
Vertically challenged is fine, but I don't think you can say the M word. I'm not going to say it, but you shouldn't say the M word, right?
Tiny. Yeah.
Yes. Very little, small,
minuscule.
Yes. not like little sawed off motherfuckers.
Mighty Mouse.
Yes, something like that. Anyway,
mouse-like men.
That's gonna do it for this episode of Mayor of Superstars / WLC match. Thank you, Mayor of Canton, as always, for getting on here with me and laughing at stupid shit.
Heck yeah! Speaking of the M word, Mayor of Canton throwing up the gang signs in the country of Canton.
In the country of Canton, where you are the mayor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very much so. I held the election myself, and I voted myself, and I was the only person that elected me. So,
yep. And then that's how it works. The dogs voted for you. They just stamp with their paw. And they count because they're residents of the neighborhood.
Very much so. Yes. Actually, I've got 3 of them sleeping under my feet right now.
Very nice. My dogs actually didn't make a run in this time.
I don't know if I can. Here's Loki.
That's one.
The other ones are under the table underneath my feet, so I'd have to literally stick the laptop under the table to get.
Yeah, and that would be weird.
And that's just creepy. You don't need to see that. I'm wearing shorts though, so it's okay.
I was hoping that you didn't do this with. I was hoping you didn't do it without pants on. But
it's the Mayor of Superstars. You don't need pants to party around here.
That's right. You don't need your pants to party here. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks everybody who for joining us. Follow us on whatever social media that you have at AWI Pod. Check us out. Give us a 5-star review, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to the fucking podcast. If they have reviews, give us a review, and maybe, just maybe, you'll win the John Cena action figure.
John Cena Elite action figure version 3.7. If anyone wants it, 1 of 1. No one else has this. You can only get this here.
It doesn't exist anywhere else. That's the only place you can get it. And remember, if you live in Canada, you have Toys R Us. Brought to you by Michael Watkins.
Canada's in Toys R Us?
Yeah, what? I don't know why, but for some reason Watkins kept talking about how Canada has Toys R Us the other night. So I just want to remind all our Canadian listeners that you have Toys R Us apparently. Watkins said so.
I have a funny Canadian story. Has nothing to do with Canada, but I'll tell it real quick. It'll only take 10 seconds.
No, go for it.
I went to Canada for, I think it was like my high school graduation. So my dad and my family took us up to Canada, and most of my family's from very rural Mississippi and Memphis, Tennessee. So very rural area. And we get to Toronto to go stay at one of the hotels, and the signboard says on the hotel, jacuzzi in rooms. And my cousin that has no idea what a jacuzzi was said, Mama, they got a jacuzzi. Wait, what's a jacuzzi? And that was my Canadian story, because that's the first time I ever was to Canada. And my cousin Holly had no idea what a jacuzzi was and called it a jacuzzi.
A jacuzzi?
So now anytime I ever call a jacuzzi, I'm always calling it a jacuzzi.
A jacuzzi. I believe that's how you pronounce it in Canada. So she just knew how to say it in Canada. So she's a lot smarter than you give her credit for, I think.
Dang it. Okay, sorry, cousin Holly. I doubt you're listening to this, or...
Well, maybe, pal. Who knows?
Who knows? Maybe.
Send her a text message. We'll get her on the show.
Mama, they got jacuzzis at the AWI pod.
Put that shit on a t-shirt. All right. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
Wait, you're gonna be 2 beers. You're gonna be drunker than a high school girl after the prom. So I told Rachel the story last week. The first time I got drunk was in Hastings, Nebraska, and I was 15 years old. And like my cousin and a bunch of people were gonna go to like a bar that you could get into, but you had to be like 19 or something. And they're like, oh, we can get you in, but I didn't have no ID because I was like 15 years old, so I had like no driver's license or learner's permit or anything. And so he's like, well, we're not gonna be able to get you in if you don't have an ID. So I remember I just hung out at this house with these people that I didn't even know. And I remember I was like sitting on the couch, these guys are counting money in front of me, and they're like, are you gonna drink? And I remember I thought about it for a second. I looked at my cousin and he looked at me like, well, motherfucker, you gonna drink? And then I gave him $5 and I got drunk that day off 3 Milwaukee's Best, all 85 pounds of me.
85 pounds and 3 Milwaukee's Best. That's like, man, that's the hammer right there.
Yeah, right there, hammered.
Does 3 Milwaukee? Wow, I can't even speak. Does 3? That's a hard word to say. Milwaukee's Best.
It is hard to put all that together. You're right.
It's a long word with it possessive form.
You shouldn't be too hard on yourself for not being able to get that one.
I failed miserably. I'm sorry, sir. I'll try better. I'll try more better. But
the show hasn't even said you'll try more better. See,
I'll try more better.
You're getting really good at it now already.
I've been working on it. I've been working on my language here.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I'm in the country of Canton, Ohio.
The country of Canton, Ohio. I'm going to use that in the intro if I remember to.
I need a good solid introduction. Like, he's the mayor of the fair.
I've been going with he's too important for jury duty, but
man, I keep forgetting about that. I got out of that.
From the country of Canton, Ohio. He's the man that's too important for jury duty. It's the mayor of Canton.
Don't go messing with the country boy.
Well, I live in Nebraska, so if one of us is the country boy, I think it's me. Even though I live smack dab in the middle of Lincoln, Nebraska. So
yeah, I'm way country. Like, I've literally got a farm next to me and like just trees everywhere and corn.
So we were driving to Xavier's football game, which is in Norfolk, which is 2 hours from here. We're like driving this highway. It's like in the middle of nowhere. And I was like, when I tell people that I live in Nebraska, this is where the fuck they think I live. They think I live right here. This is it.
Yeah, but you're actually in like the city.